Hello, and welcome to Certificates of Occupancy and Student Housing. This video describes key steps in the permitting process that lead to a certificate of occupancy for a student housing project. Our goal is to work with you to ensure that your certificate of occupancy can be issued on time prior to the start of a new semester. The review process begins when a building permit application is received at the city's Building Inspection Division at 435 North Macomb Street in the Renaissance Building. City staff forwards the application for a simultaneous review to several departments, including commercial building, electrical, mechanical gas, plumbing, fire, zoning, environmental, aquifer protection, electric meter operations, power delivery engineering, cross-connection, and solid waste. This video focuses on the inspection process related to water and sewer, electric, gas, and fire inspection services. Before going into the details about utilities, it's important to mention Sunshine 811. It's a free statewide service. If you simply dial 811 before digging, the utility companies will be notified and will mark their lines, pipes, and cables near your work site. We'll start with the water and sewer inspection conducted by Water Resources Engineering for the site improvements and building inspections for the building improvements. It's important to note that the inspection process for water and sewer follows two parallel tracks, one for the site improvements and the other for the building. First, the inspection process for the site work is coordinated by Water Resources Engineering. Second, the inspection process for the building is led by the city's Building Inspection Division. When the site improvements are accepted by the city, the water meter is set and the building is connected to water and sewer. Justin Hosey will explain the role of Water Resources Engineering in more detail.
Underground Utilities and Public Infrastructure's engineering group is responsible for inspection and acceptance of city water and sewer mains associated with student housing projects. Acceptance of water and sewer allows water meters to be released after fees have been paid. The critical items to be aware of during the construction process for water and sewer are testing. All tests, including back tees, pressure, compaction, and TV inspection, have passed and the results have been submitted. As-builts must be reviewed and approved by the inspector. We suggest that the developer has a surveyor on site as utilities are installed to avoid delays at the end of the project. Inspection fees. Fees are calculated based on as-built quantities. They are one of the last items to be collected, but must be paid before water and sewer will be accepted. Easements. Any easements associated with the project require the submittal of sketches, legal descriptions, and current title opinions. Easements must be recorded prior to acceptance of water and sewer. We suggest that developers start this item as early as possible, as easements can take time to process. Certifications. These are single-page forms required from the developer, contractor, and engineer. The developer certification confirms that the contractor has been paid and obligations within the letter of agreement have been completed. The contractor certification confirms that the utilities have been installed as shown on the plans, that he has been paid by the developer, and there are no outstanding claims against the construction. The engineer certification confirms that the final construction invoice is correct representation of the work performed by the contractor. The inspector assigned to your project is there to help and is the primary source of contact. I am always available to resolve any water and sewer related issues you may encounter to ensure your project is a success.
The first step in the building review for water and sewer is the plumbing plan review. The plumbing permit is then issued. That's followed by the under slab inspection. The rough-in inspection is next, which is then followed by the tub set inspection if the project includes bathtubs or showers. Water Resources Engineering accepts the water and sewer site improvements on behalf of the city. However, please note that the city will only accept water and sewer when we receive the following: as-builts, inspection results for bacteriological, pressure, compaction, air and TV, inspection fees, easements, and certifications. After acceptance, the water meter is set, and the water and sewer system connections are made. That's followed by the water and sewer inspection. And the process is completed with the final plumbing inspection. The inspection of the electrical system will be discussed next.
I'm Greg Osmond from Meter Operations. We perform the plan review and field installation of electric consumption meters for all types of electric service. We've seen a couple major challenges that developers encounter when working to complete large projects, such as student housing developments. The first challenge occurs when the developer has not turned in a complete set of drawings or has altered them midstream of the project and not circulated them to the departments. The second challenge occurs when the developer has not permanently attached the address of the project to the main building as well as the individual units. These will both cause delays in setting meters and obtaining power to the project. However, they can be overcome through good communication between the developer and our staff. We are definitely eager to help. If you have any questions, please contact the Meter Operations Division of the city's electric utility at 891-4968.
The first step for electric is the electric plan review to determine both the type and capacity. This review is done simultaneously by building inspection, power delivery engineering, and electric meter operations. The electric permit is then issued. That's followed by the rough-in inspection, which is then followed by the electric release for equipment and systems. The new customer account for billing will need to be created prior to the meter set. The electric meter is then set, and the final electric inspection concludes the process. The inspection of the gas system will be discussed next.
Hello, I'm Vicki O'Neill, and I'm in charge of gas sales and business development for the City of Tallahassee Natural Gas Utility. In this role, I work with businesses, developers, and builders on a day-to-day basis. Our gas utility is very user-friendly, and we're very responsive to building construction needs in our town. Every job is unique, and we are always available to help. I'd like to share a few items that may help you by preventing unnecessary delays in your project. The most important of all is our pre-construction meeting. This is a vital meeting for us, and it fills in a lot of information that we need to have a successful project. In this meeting, we will discuss requirements for gas load, meter locations, easements, existing gas main relocations if required, and a general layout of the project. Available appliance or equipment rebates will also be discussed. Many of our processes have time constraints, so please allow time for these. For example, 811 line locates is important for all utilities. Please allow up to 3 days for this to take place. In the meantime, no digging or excavation can be allowed until the locates are up and all lines have been marked. Pressure tests on building or line piping are required also, and these do have time constraints depending on the jurisdiction. Time is money, and so I'd like to share a few items that have caused project delays in the past. Allow 2 weeks for gas main and service installations. The site must be within 6 inches of final grade before the service can be installed. Utility easements may be needed to allow time for these. Gas permits are required before gas lines can begin. Construction cannot begin on a gas main based on only a building permit. Plumbers or gas fitters must get the permit. The final inspection and the meter set must be requested by the person or the company who pulls the permits for the gas installation. No inspection, no meter. So please don't forget to call for the inspection. The person that pulls the permit must request this. Don't forget the pressure test, line locates, and other time-constrained requirements. Large meters or manifolds must be fabricated in-house by the gas utility, so please allow 1 to 2 weeks for construction. I hope this information has been helpful to you. If you need assistance or have questions, please contact us at 891-5112, and our engineering or sales staff will be glad to help you. We look forward to working with you on your project.
The first step for natural gas service is the gas plan review. A gas permit is then issued. That's followed by a gas piping test inspection. The gas meter can then be set, which is followed by the gas final inspection. The inspection by the fire department will be discussed next.
Hi, I'm Gary Donaldson, Fire Safety Inspector for the Tallahassee Fire Department. I want to go through a couple of issues that you may want to consider when it comes time for scheduling your inspections with the fire inspector. There's some prerequisites to address before the inspector goes to the job site to conduct his inspection, and that is to make sure that the mechanical, the electrical, and the plumbing inspections have been completed before the fire inspection takes place. If you're going to have a need for multiple inspections to take place while the inspector is at the job site, please indicate in CityWorks what those multiple inspections are, such as fire sprinkler, fire alarm inspections, things of that sort. If you need extended time for your inspection to take place at a given job site, the maximum that can be allowed is for 1/2 day per job site for that inspection to take place. If there's a need for an elevator inspection to take place on your site, please make sure that the state inspector along with the alarm inspector are present at the time that the fire inspector is there to conduct that elevator inspection. And if there's a need for a hood suppression system to take place at the site, please make sure that the mechanical inspector for the city is there at the same time that the fire inspector is there to conduct that inspection. If there's a need for any kind of after-hour inspection, please provide at least a day's notice to myself or the fire division chief. And there's a form to be completed. I have the form and the division chief has the form, and we'll help you complete that form and expedite that scheduling process. During the inspection itself, make sure that the approved set of plans are at the job site should the inspector need to see the plans during that inspection. And if there are minor problems, please make sure that there's somebody from your firm or organization who can be with the inspector in case minor problems have been identified and they can be fixed at that time to expedite this process. And in conclusion, our goal is to help that you have a successful fire inspection at the end of this, and if some of these steps beforehand have been addressed, that will help to make this process better. If you have questions, you can contact me, Gary Donaldson, at 850-891-7179, or by email gary.donaldson@talgov.com. Thank you.
It's important to remember that the fire department's inspection cannot occur until after the mechanical, electric, and plumbing inspections are approved. The project's certificate of occupancy can be issued after all inspections are approved, including building, mechanical, electrical, plumbing, gas, fire, and environmental. Our goal is to ensure that your certificate of occupancy can be issued on schedule prior to the start of a new semester. As student housing projects move through the process, we strongly encourage each construction manager to stay in close contact with the city departments described in this video.
Hello, I'm Glenn Dotson, the City of Tallahassee building official. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you found the information in it helpful and beneficial to your project and getting it closed out to get your CO. We at Growth Management Department act as the coordination point for other departments to make sure you get through the process of getting everything finalized out in a timely manner. The process can include building inspections, mechanical inspections, electrical inspections, plumbing inspections, also fire inspections, both sprinkler systems and alarms, and the environmental inspection, which has to be finished before we can do the final CO on your project. As this video has shown, acting early with the site plan work, helping with the underground utilities department, is very important to making sure that you get your water meters set in a timely manner where you can finish out your buildings. The same can be said with the electric process. After you get your fixtures in, then you can get your power released and your electric meters turned on to have power on the building to actually finish it out. Along with that, we also do the gas meters through the gas department. Those are triggered through an automatic process and will be set after we do the piping test. We hope that you enjoyed your time here in Tallahassee building these projects, and we thank you for being partners with us.
For more information on how student housing for universities and colleges benefits Tallahassee, please see the video titled "The Benefits of Student Housing."